I never thought I would say this, but I actually think I like this PC better than my Mac. Okay, let me just show you why. HP has given me a envy23, that means it's a 23-inch all-in-one touch smart computer, and it is awesome. I have it in my living room, and I've been finding that I am using it more than I'm using my Mac for a lot of productivity. One thing I like is that when you walk by, if you have the main Metro screen here up, you can see what's going on with some new emails. You get notified right here, and you can see if there's something you need to pay attention to. You can see what's happening on Facebook and Twitter from your friends and see if you want to do something. You can see the weather, which actually right now is kind of incorrect because it's kind of rainy outside, or you could just go into any of these other places just by touching the screen. So one of the things I like to do is edit my photos using Lightroom. So I hit Lightroom, and here is my Lightroom that normally I would be using my keyboard and mouse for, but instead I can just kind of go up and down and grab what I want. So let's just grab a photo, anything, double click on it, and here it is. And let me show you how I can do some editing on it without ever touching the keyboard and without ever touching a mouse. So up here, I go into develop because I want to develop something. Over here, if you can see it, it might be too reflective, but here's my crop. So let's just crop it down. I'm not doing anything fancy because I'm just kind of showing you how it works. So let's crop it down, give myself a little bit more room on top, and I come down and touch done. Now, let's say I wanted to just make some changes on part of the photograph. One of the things that is just wonderful is instead of using a mouse and looking down at the mouse and looking up at the thing and seeing where I've put it, I can actually just touch right on the screen to do any of my changes. So let's grab a brush. We can tell it the size of the brush, kind of move it back and forth here. You can see the little circle going up and down. And let's say I wanted to make the background darker. So now I want to see where I'm painting. Oops, we've hit something else here by accident. So I'm going to hit the Show Selected Mask Overlay, and this will show me where I'm going. Now I use the Sensu paintbrush because it makes it easier to do large areas. So let's say we wanted to get the background darker. You know, I'm just going to paint it right here in the background. I could make this smaller and get into the little spots, or I could just use this whole big area. And now I'm going to touch the mask overlay. We know where I did the mask, and now we want to see the effect of what I'm going to do to it. So over here I'm going to hit the exposure, and you can see it go way down. And so now you can see how the back is. And I'm going to take it off for a second. See, it's that. And now it's dark. And you could do that with faces and get rid of shadows. You can do all that sort of stuff. And that is why I love my touchscreen envy23 Touch Smart all-in-one computer.